After playing Redfall for close to 10 hours, I can assure you that this game isn't as bad as some review bombers tell you it is. The game just needs proper story and better AI. Those are the main problems with Redfall. First, let's talk about the core gameplay. The gunplay is solid, and this is a first-person shooter, and the open world is pretty fun to explore. The game has sneaking gameplay, and hunting vampires is pretty fun. The characters have different abilities and their own backstory. There are 4 main characters in Redfall called heroes: the Finder, Dev, Bruce Lee, Jacob, Boiler, Layla, Elyson, Remy de la Rosa. As you obviously can see, this game is open world. Some of the environment is creepy, like the bigger buildings and caves. You can go anywhere in the game. I like the atmosphere of the game. The town of Redfall reminds me of the town in Alan Wake, Bright Falls. You can enter houses and bigger buildings, and these environments often have a creepy soundtrack and sound effects that make this fantasy world believable. This game launched with a lot of problems, but at the time of writing this review, most of these problems have been fixed and patched by the studio. Redfall brought out a update, and the update included incremental improvements to gameplay, combat, AI, environment, stability, multiplayer, accessibility, UI, and various bug fixes. The story of Redfall, this is one of the main problems. Where the studio fails is delivering an actual story. This is the core element that's missing from the greater picture. The environment is there, the characters are there and pretty cool, but the story is delivered in bits and pieces, sometimes literally in random places or underground, in a newspaper here or there, or through audio messages through the radio, in some random building or in a house. I think the game suffers from direction. It wants to do too many things at the same time, but needs to focus on the story and core gameplay first. And then we have online, or it's better to say the lack of online, because the online mode is basically friend invites. This is the co-op mode. It's pretty fun, and I've seen some gameplay did a co-op mode, but this is a major problem. The game is missing proper multiplayer online modes like zombies for Call of Duty, and the lack of proper online modes forced me to give this game a lower score. There is some sort of online co-op mode, but it's frustrating and frankly not even worth mentioning. It's more like a private friend invite. This is a missed opportunity, and Arcane will hopefully fix this with future DLC and updates. And that brings me to the last part of this review, future DLC. I think all of the above is fixable with story DLC, story-driven DLC, online modes, co-op modes, which may be likely already in development and maybe released this fall. Something like Call of Duty Zombies but with vampires would be fun and is most likely planned. For the score, I give this game a 6 out of 10. By no means a good game, but not as bad as review bombers rated. It's unfair to the studio to give it a 0 out of 10 instead of mentioning the good aspects and the bad aspects and place a fair review. So I hope to see some future DLC for Redfall. This game has potential in my opinion, and I look forward to seeing some story-driven DLC. Hit the like button if you like the review, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.